waiting, just be waiting around this thing to go live. You feel me? Trying to set everything up and get everything together. You know how we do, but yeah, we back up in here, just you know, modulating as I come in. Like I like the as I come in, I I'll be watching these videos that just be like, whoa, you feel me? How you kind of, skeptical and like not skeptical, I ain't gonna say, but just have you thinking about things, thinking about your awareness, thinking about your awakening, thinking about, you know, Maya, thinking about all these different things. And I think we should go over the this book one day. Like it'll be cool just to sit back, listen, and kind of talk about it. Like this be certain things I kind of want to do now because you know it seems like I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing this so long, it seems like I didn't said everything already at times. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like I have not left not one stone unturned. I didn't said everything that there is. With diving in on psychedelics and the different ups and downs, the ins and outs. We didn't spoke on everything, bro. And like it's gonna be a lot of new people here that's not gonna really see that because you haven't been here as long as a lot of other people. Like I didn't, we didn't talked about everything. So sometimes I'll be like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to talk about. But I guess it's always something. And I ran across this video, Arjuna and Krishna, from now I didn't forgot what the book was called, but this is where he said, "Is Maya real? Like, if Maya is real, why can't I drop it? What is this thing real? Like he's asking these questions. As when Arjuna was going to world war, with people that he was like basically kin to. What's up? Good looking out, Master Creator. But he was always asking these, questions because he was kind of scared to go to war. To tell the truth, he was spooked, bro. He didn't want to. It was something that he didn't want to do. He didn't want to fight his own family. That was the thing. So he was just asking Krishna all these questions, and Krishna was just kind of breaking things down to him that like us, like, well, I ain't gonna say us, there's a lot of people wouldn't understand, like they wouldn't understand like why this guy was even telling him, you gotta go to war, you gotta do this, you gotta fight these people. We wouldn't understand that. That'd be something we'd be like, nah, wait, hold on. But like he was saying, they're my uncles, they're my cousins, you feel me? Like we look up to them. And he's like, man, come on, the one that the one that killed does not kill, the one that dies does not die. And he just kind of break a lot of things down to him. But this was one that I found, and I said I'm gonna starting the videos off like this, just to kind of give a topic that we can kind of get into before we kind of start talking. Because once we start talking about psychedelics, it's like it's over, bro. It'd be over. You feel me? We get to talking about psychedelic experiences. Wally had me dying yesterday, though. I said, look, when it comes to diving in, some people is just not gonna sugarcoat it for you. And somebody had asked, remember, they was like, yeah, I'm about to have my first breakthrough. What should can you give me some advice? And then Wally just told you, man, be prepared to die. It's like, hey, first thing I just want to say is like I don't want to spook nobody away from the psychedelic experience. Even though what he was saying was true, sometimes you can't just throw that out to people because you got to kind of explain it and let them know that, okay, it's going to be like a spiritual thing, or it's going to be like an ego thing, or you got to kind of explain it to them and break it down to them, because you don't want to spook people out the psychedelic experience. That's the last thing I don't want to do, which is sometimes it's going to be scary. That's just what it is. That's part of the experience. It's going to be scary sometimes, but I feel like you have to learn to let go. And the only way I do that is the way I did it was just training myself, saying it. basically, okay, I'll let go. I'm giving in. So anything that happens, I'm going to accept it. It doesn't matter what it is I see. I'm going to, it don't matter how scared I get. I'm going to accept it and I'm going to rock it out. You feel me? And I feel like that's the only way. It's like every time, to where after a while, your mind already gets used to letting go. You didn't said it to yourself so many times, when like it was times I went into the experience and it got scary, and I'm like going, oh shoot, I'm scared. Like, what should I do? And then something in the back of my head, I go, what are you scared for? You already let go. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I did. And it'll, free me up to have the experience. So, but let's get into the video and then we'll talk about that later. But this is if Maya is unreal, why does it feel so powerful? You feel me? Why can't I drop it? And let's hear what Krishna has to say to Arjuna about this.
The question is born in silence, but the silence is trembling. It is not asked in a school. It is not asked in safety. It is asked on a battlefield between two armies.
Yeah, which was crazy because like you at war already, and you're about to battle this other army. It's like, and he's asking these questions to the god Krishna.
Already ready to destroy each other. On the soil of Kurukshetra, Arjuna stops. Not the war, himself. His bow slips from his hand. His breath becomes shallow.
Hey, that's a good question, though. I tried to explain that to my son because he was asking that, like, why do love hurt so much? And it's like, because, like, when you give your love to somebody, that love that you're giving to somebody, you want it back. You want that same love. And when they don't do it, when they don't like give the love that you think that you giving because you feel like you putting your all in, it hurts. You feel me? Because you like your love. It's like sometimes our love come with expectations. It come with a lot of expectations that we really don't want to say that, but it's like, I give you my love, I want it back. It's like me giving you $20, and then I want my $20 back. Sometimes I want interest on top of it because I feel like, you feel me, I'm looking out for you at a time where you need it, So our love come with expectations. And it's like sometimes you gotta love without expectations. Just because you love somebody, that don't mean they have to love you back. Like, even if they do love you, they don't have to love you the way that you love them. Like, that's just the thing. And it's like, it's something that's hard to do though, bro. Master Creator, that shit be hard. Love be hard than a motherfucker, man. But like I said, you gotta learn how to, it got like, you gotta let some rope be out there. What do I call it? You gotta let some rope be out there. Like seriously, our love, we got to give it freely without expectations. Like, and that's one of the hardest things to do. Like, because it's just like with friends and family, you treat everybody a certain way and you expect to get that in return. And when it don't come back, it like that shit just feels bad. But you got to understand, you setting yourself up by even doing that. You feel me? 100%. And they need 100%. But that's the thing. Just because you give 100% don't mean that they have to give you 100% back. You feel me? Like, that's what that be our problem. That means we're not giving freely. We're giving with acceptation. We giving because we expect it. We want things back. You feel me? When you just give freely, bam. You don't have no expectations. It's like, when you get to that point of, you remember how, like, we used to let people borrow money, right? You always go, okay, you let them borrow it. Now you expecting the money back, right? And now when they don't pay you back, just think how angry you be. You like, man, you feel me? Because I needed it for this and I have to, and you didn't give it back to me. Like, that's why now I'm at that point to where I don't like to borrow money. When somebody asks me for money, I usually just give it to them. I'd rather give it to them than, know I have it to give than to let somebody borrow it. Because once I let them borrow it, I'm gonna be expecting it back. Especially when they don't pay you on that day. They be like, man, look, if you give it to me, I'm gonna give it back in 3 days. Then you might as well just sit that 3 days out until you get the money that you expecting. Because a lot of times when you do that, they don't give it back within that 3 days. And I'll be pissed off. I'll be like, look, bro, all you gotta do, look, on that third day, they don't even call you and say, hey, I ain't gonna have that. I'm gonna get you on a later date. So it's like, man, get to the point to where you just giving freely and without no expectations. Because once you throw out them expectations, people gonna fail you every time. Every time. Not every time, 90% of the time. I'm so scared to borrow money. Like my dad put me through college, which I really appreciate, but he doesn't want me to be self-employed. Yeah, bro, that's the thing, right? I was just telling one of my folks that I said, man, when you get to that point to where you don't have to like borrow, or because I hate to borrow. The reason I hate to borrow money is because I hate to pay it back. I'd rather sit without nothing than to wait on, then to borrow something and then have to give it back to a person. You feel me? Like, bro, because then like one of my folks was just telling me that, like, I'm gonna just borrow against my taxes. And I'm like, okay, go on and do that. But when it comes time and you file your taxes and half of it got to go back over there, you're going to be hot. You're going to be hot. You might as well sit, wait it out. Might as well wait it out, bro, because, man, that shit is fucking gruesome as hell. 100K and don't give it back. Don't talk about buying 100K and don't give it back. Hey, my mama said, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. But that's the thing, right? Just because that happens, bro, you can't expect somebody to scratch your back. Like even with relationships, like that was the hardest thing I had to learn about relationships, bro, is that just because you give your love or you love somebody, they don't have to love you back in the same manner, because everybody love is different. Everybody, the way we treat each other, everybody's love is just different. You feel me? Some people really don't know how to love. They'll, like, in the beginning, it seems like that, but some people really don't know how to love. And like even ourselves, like we don't really know how to love. We only like to love the way we want to. You feel me? Yeah, it gotta love. Look, real love is unconditional. It does not come with conditions. Meaning, if I love you, I just love you. It don't matter what you're doing. You feel me? And it's hard to even get to that point because, like I said, our love come with expectations, man. Come with expectations. Like you said, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And if they don't scratch your back at the time you feel like you need your back scratched, oh my God, you're hurting yourself. You always, look, this is the thing, right? You always setting yourself up for failure. With the way that we was taught and the way the things that we do things, the way we do things, bro, we always setting ourselves up for failure in order so we can blame the other person. And then, like, in order so we can blame the other person, so we can say, man, I gave them that money. You feel me? They can't give it back. You half the time, a person is in a bad situation where they can't give it back anyway. So it's like, here, bro, take the shit. You feel me? Just gone. You feel me? If you pay it back, okay, it's good. But if not, then I'm not even gonna trip. I'm not even gonna make it a thing to where you're gonna be playing upon your own mind. Mine is conditioned. The all is mine. Yeah, everything is mine, bro. But let's finish the video before then we get into the talks.
His eyes are open, yet he is no longer seeing the enemy. He is seeing his own confusion. In front of him
I'm
stands
not the
Krishna,
body. That's
born in
crazy. Watch
silence.
what he gonna say
But the
that, I think.
silence is trembling. It is not asked in a school. It is not asked in safety. It is asked on a battlefield, between two armies already ready to destroy each other. On the
Hey, you
soil
know
of
what's crazy though? I'm doing this all wrong, bro. I am doing this all wrong. I'm about to get in trouble the way I'm doing it. Hold on, man. Let me fix this before I get a. I'm about to get. I can't do no more copyright strikes, like for reals. I cannot do that anymore. let me do this the right way. Let me see. Golly, I wasn't even paying attention. This is what you get from not paying attention. I'm trying to just moving too fast. Okay. Okay, because I ain't trying to get in trouble and snap. Because YouTube be tripping. Always tripping. Okay, yeah, here we go. Because I got to speed it up a little bit before they, you feel me, geek out on me.
Kurukshetra, Arjuna stops. Not the war, himself. His bow slips from his hand. His breath becomes shallow. His eyes are open, yet he is no longer seeing the enemy. He is seeing his own confusion. In front of him stands Krishna, silent, relaxed.
Hey, but you see that though? Like what he said exactly right there. He's no longer seeing the battlefield. He's like, you're no longer seeing that thing. You're seeing your own confusion. What has you confused about that thing? You're not even seeing it no more. You're not seeing that somebody owe you money no more. You feel me? You seeing your own confusion about the whole thing of it. So thank you.
Most playful, as if nothing is at stake. Arjuna knows the teachings. He knows that the self is eternal. He knows that death is not final. He knows that truth cannot be destroyed. Yet none of this knowledge helps him now. Fear is real. Attachment is real. Grief is real. So the question does not come as philosophy. It comes as pain. If this world is Maya, if it is not ultimately real, why does it crush me with such force? If Maya was simply false,
if you listen, like everything, dang, that's weird, bro. How we start talking about something and then it be the video is explaining it to you, everything we just said. Like even Bless talking about I love unconditionally, and it got me a broken heart. Man, what do you mean? Then that wasn't unconditional. You came with conditions. You was expecting something and you didn't get it. That's why your heart got broken. You feel me?
Thing is at stake. Arjuna knows the teachings. He knows that the self is eternal. He knows that death is not final. He knows that truth cannot be destroyed. Yet none of this knowledge helps him now. Fear is real. Attachment is real. Grief is real. So the question does not come as philosophy.
And that's how I think we get when we dive into psychedelics. Like all those things make that trip so real because we still have those feelings of grief, those feelings of pain, those feelings of scariness. You feel me?
It comes as pain. If this world is Maya, if it is not ultimately real, why does it crush me with such force? If Maya was simply false, it could be dismissed. But Maya does not feel false. It feels heavy, urgent, overwhelming. Krishna does not answer immediately. Because some questions cannot be answered, they must dissolve. When he speaks, it is not an argument. It is a turning inward. Maya is unreal. But unreal does not mean non-existent. A dream is unreal. Yet while dreaming, it commands your whole being.
Exactly. Like a dream, it will say it's not real, but it needs your whole being. It gets your whole feeling. Like I had a dream last night, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This shit was hella weird. I was at a Kanye West concert and Kanye put the backstage pass on me to where I was backstage and I could see the whole concert. I did fall asleep though. Like how you fall asleep in a dream though? That's the weird part. Like I'm watching him on stage performing and everything. And I'm just like, whoa, this is like crazy. And I start getting kind of tired. I lay on the floor. I fell asleep on the floor, bro. At the concert, I fell asleep within the dream at the concert, woke back up, and the concert was still going. And Kanye looking at me like you really fell asleep during while I'm performing? And he like, but it's all right though. You feel me? And it was like, oh shit, it kept popping. You feel me? It was like my dreams just crazy. They don't make sense.
You run,
sometimes.
You fight, you suffer, you die. Why? Because consciousness has forgotten itself inside the dream. Krishna reveals the unsettling truth. Maya has no power of its own. It lives on borrowed awareness.
Now, you hear what he said? He said, Maya has no power itself. It lives on borrowed awareness. Borrowed. Who is it borrowing it from? You.
It lives on borrowed awareness. Just as darkness has no substance and exists only where light is absent, Maya exists only where awareness is missing. That is why it feels powerful. You do not experience Maya, you become it.
You
The
become
moment
it.
you say, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the fear, I am the story, Maya is complete.
And what did you say, Master Creator? You're not the body. You're not the mind. You're not these things, but you are as of now. You feel me? Like that's why you become them.
This is why knowledge does not free you. Knowledge lives in the same place as Maya, the mind. You can know the truth and still live in illusion. Maya is subtle. It does not shout. It whispers. Become someone. Secure the future. Fix yourself. Achieve peace. Be enlightened. Even the search for truth can become Maya's finest disguise.
And this is what we was talking about last time. Like that's what I was telling Rob. I said, man, it seemed like I got to the final stage of the whatever this thing is, to where my body is trying to become that final thing. It's trying to, still make itself be here. And it's like that final stage of understanding. And it's like, bro, this should be real though.
Arjuna realizes something shocking. Even spirituality has not saved him. So the
Exactly.
question deepens, if Maya is unreal, why can't I drop it? Krishna smiles, not in mockery, but in compassion. Because you cannot drop what you are identified with. You cannot escape Maya. You cannot fight Maya. The moment you try, you are already inside it. Maya feeds on effort. It survives on seriousness. Seeing is enough. The instant illusion is seen as illusion. It loses authority.
Man.
Not tomorrow, not gradually. Now, the world does not disappear, but its grip loosens. Pain may still arise, but suffering ends. Action continues, but the doer dissolves. And
Yeah.
suddenly Arjuna understands. Maya was never powerful. Unawareness was. Not Maya. Not the world. Not action. Not desire. Only unawareness. This is the most disturbing discovery Arjuna makes as he stands before Krishna.
Which is crazy, bro, because you sometimes a lot of people don't reach that.
Because if Maya were the enemy, it could be fought. If the world were the problem, it could be renounced. If desire were the
Exactly.
cause, it could be suppressed. But unawareness? You cannot fight unawareness. The moment you fight, you are already unaware. Unawareness is not something you do, it is something you forget. You forget to see. And in that forgetting, the entire world is born. Krishna makes
Man,
it clear, not as doctrine, but as insight. Maya is not a force attacking you from outside. It is the shadow created when awareness turns away
from
from itself.
inside.
Just as a mirror covered with dust does not lose its capacity to reflect, consciousness covered with unawareness does not lose its truth. It only loses clarity.
Yeah. Like, and I think that's what we forget, that it's all happening inside. So every time you like, it's weird because when we say the thing, like, you feel me, like, when I love unconditionally, I only get my heart broke. You're being it right there. It's like you being it right there.
This is why Maya feels ancient, why it feels personal, why it feels intimate. Because it has lived with you for lifetimes as habit. Unawareness is habit pretending to be reality. You wake up each morning and immediately become someone. A name, a role, a history, a plan. Before awareness
A
has a chance
story.
to settle, identity has already occupied the house. This occupation is Maya, not the mountains, not the rivers, not the people, the unconscious assumption, I am this. Krishna does not ask Arjuna to destroy this assumption.
The
He
I
asks him
am.
to see it. Seeing is dangerous because it leaves nothing to hold on to. The moment Arjuna sees that fear arises after identification, not before, something loosens. Fear needs a center. Unawareness provides it. Without
Yeah.
unawareness, fear has no address. Krishna reveals a subtle paradox. Awareness does not remove Maya. It exposes that Maya was never there as an independent reality.
It's like everything. It's like it comes and goes. You feel me? Like each idea, each thought, each form. I told you we the formless becoming the forms of the things that we talk about, the things that we see. It's like almost like we the formless and we letting the things enter us, so we become those things, and then we react to them.
Just as light does not fight darkness, darkness simply disappears. Unawareness is darkness, and darkness never resists light. It
Never.
vanishes. This is why the spiritual journey is so strange. You expect progress, improvement, transformation, but awakening is not transformation. It is subtraction. Less becoming, less noise, less identity, more space. Maya thrives on movement.
Ain't that crazy though? Like you because you. your life becomes simple when you push all these things out. You feel me? Like it becomes more simple. You feel more easy because you don't have to deal with all these crazy ass things around you. You feel me? I told you, bro, just like we accumulate stuff in life, this is what we do with our thoughts, with our emotions. This is what we do with our mind, bro. We pack our mind with all this shit we think we need. And then half the stuff, it's almost like coming out of high school, learning trigonometry, and then you get out and you never use it. It's like, what the hell? But you learned it though, but it's just there, bro. It's just extra
On
baggage half
tomorrow,
the time.
on almost. Awareness lives only now. That is why unawareness feels so powerful. Because it keeps you moving. From desire to desire. From fear to fear. From past to future. Never here. Krishna tells Arjuna something.
The formless taking all these forms. Like our mind is formless, but it takes all these forms over and over and over and over again, nonstop, bro. And like even when you reach awakening, you keep going because your mind gonna keep searching. It's gonna keep trying to find. It's gonna keep trying to stay woke, or it's like it's a never ending battle with yourself, and it's like the weirdest thing.
Shocking. You are not asleep because you are ignorant. You are asleep because you are busy. Busy becoming. Busy achieving. Busy avoiding. Even spiritual seeking can become busyness. Searching for truth assumes you are not truth. Improving yourself assumes something is wrong.
Exactly. I said this a thousand times. Like everybody is perfect. They don't understand it. You're just awareness moving through this thing. But you not knowing you perfect, you're gonna always be trying to fix yourself, trying to change yourself. You feel me? Which that is already a part of the journey. As you get older, that's why you got stages of life. You got the adolescent, the teenage, and you got all these different stages of life that you're already going through, that's already happening. But when you try to put in so much work to try to make this thing something else, bro, it's a nonstop battle with you, though. And it's like you're not battling nobody else but yourself through the fight.
Maya loves improvement. It hates stillness. Stillness exposes the lie. So Krishna does not give Arjuna a technique. He gives him a mirror. Look, he says, notice how thoughts arise on their own. Notice how emotions come and go. Notice how the body acts before you decide. Where are you in all this? Unawareness answers too quickly. I am the thinker. I am the doer. Awareness waits. And in that waiting, the false center dissolves.
Yeah.
This is the moment Arjuna begins to understand. Bondage was never real. It was assumed. Like believing you are tied, only to discover the rope was imagined. The world does not disappear. The battlefield remains. Action still happens. But the weight is gone. Unawareness made everything heavy. Awareness makes everything light. This is why Krishna insists on action without attachment. Not because attachment is immoral, but because attachment is unawareness in disguise. When you act without clinging, Maya has nothing to grip. Unawareness always wants ownership. Awareness has no interest. Ownership creates...
This is what we just was talking about, though. That's what's weird.
Suffering. Witnessing dissolves it. Arjuna sees now why knowledge alone failed him. Knowledge accumulates. Awareness subtracts. Knowledge gives answers. Awareness dissolves questions. Maya survives on answers. Awareness lives in silence. And in that silence, something irreversible happens. Not ecstasy. Not fireworks. Clarity. A simple seeing, I was never bound. I only forgot to look. Krishna's final gift is not freedom. It is responsibility. You are not trapped by the world. You are asleep in it. Wakefulness is enough. Nothing else is required. No escape. No renunciation. No special state.
You are not trapped in the world. You just sleeping in it. You sleep in the world.
Just this moment, seen without commentary. And here lies the deepest mystery. Maya does not end. Unawareness ends. The world continues. But the dreamer wakes. Action continues. But the doer dissolves. Life continues. But fear loses its root. And Arjuna understands at last, Maya never enslaved him. Unawareness did. And unawareness ends the moment it is seen.
This is what I was saying last time. It's like your mind is the matrix, bro. And like within that matrix, you trapping yourself within your own mind over and over again. Within every thought, every idea that you got or that you get, you constantly trapping yourself. And then you have to fight your way out of it every time. But then we'll blame it on the world. We're not blaming it on we won't blame ourselves, because ourselves we feel like is not the one that's committing these actions. We'll blame it on the world. Oh, this person did that. Oh, that motherfucker didn't. We constantly blame it on the things outside of us when we trapping ourselves in our own thoughts. We trapping ourselves in our own beliefs. We trapping ourselves in our own ideas. Like over and over again. Like, bro, it's like it starts to just become our life. That's just what we do in life. Like we got used to the trap. And I think that's what psychedelics do. They show you that you're trapping yourself. They show you that, okay, you can't blame nobody else for being in the world that you're in, because the world that you're in is the one that you're creating in your head. It's the one that you believe. It's the one that you created, the one that you made all along life. Remember Matt's creator when we was tripping at Charles' house? When we was tripping at Charles' house, that's when I was able to see it hella clearly. I was like, when we was tripping, bro, I was able to see it so clear. That's why I was able to even explain it then. Because it was like how we talking about love. Well, you the one who said that girl was beautiful. You the one said she was this. You the one said that person was that. You can't blame it on nobody but you. You feel me? That's it. He said, Mystery Ozo. Man, Ozo in the chat. Ozo ain't popped in. I should have called. Let's see. I should have. What's the name though? I should have called Ozo. But yeah, you begin to trap yourself within all these things, bro. And then, like I said, the expectations, we make the expectations of what we think the shit should be. You feel me? We create our own like every time we give, we expecting something back from reality. You feel me? I gave 110% and they only gave me like 30. It's like, bro, what the fuck? If you give 110, do it for you. This is what, look, I was at work, right? I told this one dude, Dale, he cool as hell. I told him, I said, man, every time I drive by, I said, man, you know, I thought it was a thing that, you know, every time you drive by another bus driver, you just wave. I said, man, I ain't doing that shit no more. I said, every time I drive by and I like do the peace sign or wave, man, they just look at me and keep going. He said, look, he said, you don't wave for them, you do it for you. So and like I was like, dang, I had to think about it. I'm going, oh shit. So the whole time I was waving, I'm expecting them to wave back, like they gotta wave back at me just because I threw up the peace sign or I waved at them. And I'm like, oh, okay, you feel me? Bam. I have to shut it down now. Every time I just wave. It don't matter if I wave back or not. I don't even care. I don't even care. What's up with it, Ozo?
What's good, fam?
Y'all. Oh, same old, same old.
Oh man, you getting into the dive for the going back in time to the time machine to compare to the back then to now.
Oh yeah, you know how we do, man.
Yeah, you know that's weird, right? We understand things like in our world, right? We understand like kids, like down to the kids, right? Like if you got a game that is a simulation game that okay we're in the 1920s, or okay no we're in the jungles, okay no we're in, like you could switch it and go, and but you still throughout the whole thing you're unplugged to the fact that you know it's you have a whole different reality that you could switch to another one, like you feel me, like it's like but it's really, I don't know how to explain it. I get caught up in trying to explain stuff. The thought is too big. Like you feel me? It's like you know, if everything's happening at the same time, and they can make time machines that can hop in and out of these timelines, then something about I don't know, something about reality is I don't know if like you know how back in the day they believed you had a fate, like your fate was meant, you no matter what you do you meet your fate, like that's why they made the movie
Yeah.
Final Destination. You feel me?
Yeah.
Is it
Like how they say, you live by the gun, you die by the gun type shit.
Yeah, but see, even in Final Destination, it still was choice. So their choices led them to avoid the even you feel me, your fate. Like you had to do so, you can still make a choice to try to skip that diddly dee.
Man, that's it. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be feeling like that now though, Ozo, like life is like Final Destination, like in a sense, like that's what it seems like to me, because the, you know, the things that be happening, the way people be perishing and all that, in every which way possible. Like, every which way possible. There's not one way. Remember, I had the experience to where I said, wait, hold on. Life is not what we think it is. Life is just trying to figure out another way to die. Because you can't die. So you trying to figure out every which way to die that's possible to and it's like that's what it was doing. Like every which way you could think of, bro. But I don't know. Sometimes I think it's a never ending search for whatever you think you're looking for. You're never gonna stop looking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, are you gonna ever stop wanting to see different movies that come out?
No. I mean, because you are the movie.
What I'm saying is that even in that, like, you don't want to see no more James Cameron movies, or because he's selling it to somebody else to do the new avatars. But what I'm saying is, you watch it, you'll do it, you want to go see it, but nothing to change in this reality besides just watching somebody else that keeps changing stuff. Like, you feel me? Like, why not engage in that? Like, they got a lot of these stories from that, from diving in.
No, that's you know what? It's so crazy, right? I did the wildest thing. I went back and I watched Dragon Ball Z from the beginning, bro. I think I'm on like the 100th episode.
Oh yeah, you ain't ready, man. You kidding me?
I had to go back, and it was like, bro, I'm telling you, we don't think that we superhuman.
Man,
we don't think that we super, but all the powers.
Huh? You know, Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Balls, right? The 6 Dragon Balls is the chakras. So you align 6 chakras, and when the 6 chakras are aligned, which is the Dragon Balls, you release the dragon. The great dragon is the Kundalini releasing.
Yeah, the Kundalini awakening.
Yeah, that's the dragon, the wish dragon.
But look, this is what I was tripping off of. I was tripping off the fact that, okay, you got Goku now, which Goku is not from planet Earth, but Goku is like a type of god from another planet. And then they got Beerus them, who is gods above them. And then you got Wiz, who is a god above them. Then you got the other 2 gods, they like little kids.
Yeah, the twins that are gods above.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Snap. But they're like what's his name? Kids.
Like literally kids though.
Yeah. They got
everybody is welcome to come into
like having that carefree attitude, like being carefree. You feel me? Like that's why they're children, because children don't see malice in making a decision. If they're mad at the moment, they'll destroy you. Like, you feel me? That you gotta walk on eggshells. You gotta do, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
The crazy part is that you're seeing that even them, the gods, the little twin dudes, they had dudes like that were watching over them, that were controlling them, that were trying to train him and trying to like keep him in check. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. They was like the ones like Wiz,
and they still had a void where they went and talked to other things too. Like, it was this is a rabbit hole that never stops.
Hey, and like a lot of it though, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like going, damn, I don't remember this, bro. I'm like, it was a lot I didn't remember. Like right now,
the Battle of the Gods is crazy.
Yeah, man. they having the big battle to where they having the battle of the universes, and if your universe don't win, it get pushed off. It get destroyed.
Never mind your planet, the entire universe in the blink of an eye.
And I'm by these 2 little creatures that are like kids though.
Yeah.
That's the part I can't understand. And I'm like going, but it makes me think.
But the crazy part is, who are their parents?
I ain't got there yet.
Who are their parents, and who are their parents' parents, and what are the kind of people, what kind of beings are those? Like, you feel me? What are these beings? If these are just children that could destroy universes, and this is just a reflection of someone who made the saga, because it's somewhere. Like, they already, you feel me?
Yeah, because I know you had them experiences to where you went so far to where you met that thing that was like the god of gods, and then but it was like a little kid though.
I don't know,
It was like a little kid, like because if you think about it, the universe compared to the thing that's running, that making all the universes, is young. The universe wouldn't even be that old.
I kind of got the drift that it was a autopilot type of thing. Like this thing was like already like it was just on and on. Like as far as we go, we like as far as our soul and our existence and our awareness and how it could be gathered and maintained, and you could go through life forms and be reborn in different places or timelines and still retain your knowledge from even different timelines or even different lives, or even if you become that aware of yourself and that collective that you, but it's hard to attain that because once you get that, you attain a level of awareness, you start trying to tell other people to release them from their bondage and they'll just crucify you.
Hey, that's what I feel like too. I feel like that thing that they call the monad is just the power. It's the thing that's giving power to everything, but it don't know what the fuck a human is. Don't know what a god is.
Nah, but who knows what you feel me? As far as information wise, if you even taking psychedelics, if your awareness expands, now you start seeing the reality, the face mask of the people call it ego death, but some of us, especially some of us from the hood, dog, the ego death only comes from people who believe that they could control stuff, and people that could, you feel me? In the hood, there's options. Sometimes there's no options. Like you feel me? So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we know how to fold. If we got to fold, it's something that you gotta like. When you gotta put your shit down for a second and think about it. Like you feel me? So
Look,
so these psychedelics will test you to the limits, and then people call that ego death. But some of us breathe right through it. Like, oh, you feel me?
yeah.
Like some people don't know. Ego death is if your mom find out something that happened before you get home, that your mom's gonna tear your ass up when you're at a certain age, that your mom will damn near kill you if she finds out some shit that you done did. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's an ego death right there.
Right there in itself. You know what
Yeah.
I was thinking about though, Ozo? I said, dang, I said, when you look at like today, right? You look at like a lot of the older rappers and like a lot of the like the older gang members or the older ones that are, gangsters, like what is going on right now? Why is we pushing so much negativity out there? It's like we want the youngsters to crash out. We like people are getting paid from youngsters crashing out over and over again. It's like now they're making it's like a big thing, like it's almost like it's okay. Like if you come in and you crash out, you feel me? Yeah, he was a gangster, he was this, he was that. Like what the hell? Like what are we pushing these days?
No, but it's part of the chaos of so many people and so many minds and so much thoughts and so much people with expression, and then and then people not knowing that half of the time they're being programmed to think like this, and you know what I mean, and the left side and the right side are both the same side. You feel me, or whatever, even
Yeah,
political stuff is like those are really the purple people. You feel me? Those are the purple people because the red and blue
said the purple people.
is purple. You feel me? Is the king and the queens where royalty wears purple. And if you split that purple color into two colors, that's what I'm saying? That's the two wings. They all control this other shit. Like you feel me? It's all for the pleasure of them to watch us destroy ourselves.
Yeah, destroy ourselves. Oh, we watching ourselves destroy ourselves
Yeah. It just teaches
over and over.
the fashion of being greedy and being this and popularizing certain things when it really boils down to the struggle bubble where, when you're family, when you're tight knit and you look out for each other, if you grew that, you would be great. It would be greatness to have a city of that, of neighbors and relatives and friends and family and people who all actually love each other and care for each other and look out for each other. But the reality is not that. Like the reality is people ain't even got a foundation like that at the crib to go out into the real world, and they just reactive. People are mostly
Yeah.
reactive to what's happening around them and just do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some people haven't even been given the opportunity to do some dirtbag shit until they get the opportunity. Then they pull a stunt on you, like, dang, dog.
And
Like,
you like, yeah, you be like, what the hell? You didn't even have to do that.
that's why in movies they show you smart people do an educated setup that all right, let's leave this 500 right here. It's gonna cost. It's cheaper for me to let them steal. Let's see if they steal this 500 or whatever it is, and then call it a day. Like that's it. You're fired. Because
Man,
why
son.
deal? Why deal with someone like that? Why not? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as far as it goes, like somebody's your son got a new girlfriend and the girlfriend be stealing shit, or your daughter got a boyfriend and this dude coming over here,
And you
he's
just
taking
went
shit.
out.
We see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so those are the type of examples that you show them, like, yo, they stole this money, and have it like that bait money, that fake money, or something like that, that they're gonna steal it and get caught up with some shit that your fingers got turned purple or whatever it is that we do to them. Is like this is something that has to be. It's like from home training. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no home training at the crib, these are the things you got to deal with the reality of people in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Which
It's
is crazy. Yo, I don't know what's wrong with your microphone, Cryo. It's making a noise, bro.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's your fan or something. But yeah, everybody
Yeah,
that's
I'll
out
I'll
there.
just unmute when I need to talk.
Okay. Everybody that's out there, when you see the stream being shared, it's like open to everybody that's that's on the channel. So, if you coming in, you come in to chop it up. But yeah, Ozo, it remind me of what the video we was just watching about Krishna and Arjuna not wanting the battle. And then, he explaining to him, this is just a part of the thing. This is a part of it. So even though that you don't like it, this is still what it is. And like that's what I feel about a lot of the stuff that's going on. Even though we don't like it, this is what it is. Nigel said them type of rappers, people who profit or benefit off pushing that negativity lifestyle. It's like all rappers saying the streets right now, but wouldn't be in that position without the streets. Yeah, that was that big thing that I keep on forgetting dude name. NBA Youngboy was saying the streets is dead. And it's like, you feel me, the street, but then now they just self-snitching on themselves. That's all they doing these days. It's like, so like, which is cool too. You feel me? Because we get to see how people really are. And it's just some people is just chaotic, bro. Which I think, that's just part of it. That's just part of it. And it's not going to change. Because I always think about that. I say, dang, like, how could the world, like each country even be better? It's like, but we letting a few people run everything to the point to where, we don't know how to separate that from us being together as we are now, how we can come together here and we can all just be cool. Like, why is it so hard for everybody else to do that in the world? And it's like, nah, it's just so much shit being started. Like, you know how it is,
It's
Ozo, when you go to
agenda's
prison.
true.
Huh?
It's agenda's true. A lot of people don't know it, but they got an agenda that their secret id, their under psychology, their secret subconscious has for them, the things that they want to make happen. And so they make a snap decision, but really their ego and super ego and shit just had no clue while the id was plotting the whole time.
Yeah. You just fall into that. I think we just fall into that agenda too, like without knowing. It take a minute. Like, when you see those people that be out there doing stuff and then they get locked up and they get like 20, 30 years. And they have time to sit. Some of them get right while they in there, but you have other ones that just become more chaotic while they locked up. While like in jail, they grabbing more time by doing more. Damn, man, why somebody always?
Mm-hmm. Yo, you know how many times I told that to people? They were like, "Oh, he only got 6 months a bid." Like, what you mean he only got 6 months? In that 6 months, he could catch another 5. He could catch another 15. He could catch a 20-year bid in that 6 months of him being in there. What you talking about? You think it's
Yeah.
like you don't know what's chaos? It's what can go wrong might and will.
Yeah, will. No, like my little cousin, he been calling me every day. I think he get out later this year, but he like at that point to where he like everybody's not looking out for me, and then you fuck it, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I'm just going, bro. Why you gonna make it worse on yourself? Like, what are you talking about?
Point. You ain't gonna prove nobody no point. You're just gonna
No, yeah.
reflect.
You gonna catch a couple more years, and then you gonna be calling, going, "Hey, you think you can do this for me?" You gonna just create, a lot of bullshit for yourself. Mm-hmm. And like I told him, you can't blame nobody that you in there but yourself. You can't blame nobody but you. You feel me? Like, bro, when I looked up what he did, I said, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you pull up at a party shooting at somebody in front of the police.
Allegedly.
No, it wasn't allegedly. It was there in the paperwork. I seen it. Which it was there. Like it ain't, don't nobody know who I'm talking about, but I'm in the paperwork. I'm reading it. The
Yeah.
police seen him. They watched him.
Oh man. Wow.
I'm going, what are you doing?
Wow.
But I'm gonna say it again. Like this becomes part of life with these youngsters right now.
Yeah.
Because we was doing it, but I don't know. We was probably doing it differently. But I mean, we
Had a
was
hella,
doing it.
he just had a heap of courage, man, and they took him to the wrong place.
Yeah, I don't know. I said, because I know I done made some dumbass mistakes when I was young too. And I didn't have nobody to go, hey, man, that's stupid. No, I was I had nobody to say that. Except wait, I take that back. I had one cousin that was like, hey, don't kick it with them right there. Hey, don't be doing this over here. You feel me? And I didn't listen. I was still running. I was running and gunning. That's it. And then got caught. And then everybody you be with turn around and start snitching. And you going, wait, I thought we ain't supposed to tell. Everybody don't get the don't snitch memo, okay? you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Because everybody don't get that memo when you out there, you think you doing dirt with your partners, you feel me? Everybody didn't get the you're not supposed to snitch memo. So, once the police start talking to them, they get to telling the truth. And I ain't got nothing against that because, they not lying, but I'm just saying it is snitching. But that's it. Everybody don't get that. You feel me? We all be raised in different territories and, they looking for the fastest way out. And it's like, man, if I tell, I'm going to get out. Shit, fuck that. But it's weird, right? To like when you think about it, going through all that in life and then turn around and diving in on psychedelics. That shit is crazy. It's almost like it was supposed to go that way in order to get me right here where I'm at right now. Like everything had to happen that way. But it's weird because a lot of people that that start their psychedelic journey, some of them get worse. Although I feel like some people get worse because once you start to see it's all you, like some people get to the point to where they just don't give a fuck about nothing.
Oh no, man. Psychedelics, man. Oh no. I've never really seen people go downhill.
I have. It's almost like a preacher starting to start a mega church. You feel me? Like,
welcome to the Church of
way,
Cryo. The sacrament is the mushies,
That's
and
crazy.
the blessings is the deems.
what'd you say, Sanzu?
I said either way, it's a downhill. Everybody got to, the body got to drop. But beyond that, though, the you that you think you are before you could say something or acknowledge it, the body made the move already. So it seems like the body is expendable in a certain sense, and the you that ain't gonna be touched, ain't even here. So that can explain why this experiment is happening and all these things. But we considerably in the audience, even though we're not, we just trying to put words to it, and we don't even.
Yeah.
This shit ain't even happening. We just putting words to everything, and the story playing out inside our heads.
But that's our part of the story, though, to go, hey, that's not right.
Yeah. Just a little experiment to see what the mind would do, or what the you, how far it would go to believing that it's actually here, and then it finds out one day it ain't never touched Earth before. Like how dumb was you?
Yeah. Yeah, which is wild. I think like when you get to the end and you realize, or you see that it was all you, which still doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So this, the all you thing. If the body, the me that I think I am, if I search and I search and I search, and you realize, oh, you're not the mind, you're not the body, and then if you keep paying attention to to the body, you realize it's making the move without you even giving it the trigger sometimes. You know, so then you realize, hold up, what? You
But
know,
but that's the crazy part, Sun Tzu. It's always doing that,
yeah,
even
it's
when you think
always
it's not.
no, it's always doing that. I'm just trying to not sound too cuckoo. You know, it's always doing that.
It's always doing that because none of your thoughts, none of your decisions is yours. They
Right.
never was.
Right. So what are we even saying when we try? So when we're doing the whole thing about analyzing the whole why people make the decisions they do, we know why they make the decisions they do, and we know why we're having this conversation. You know, and we know why the country running the way it's running, and this is just what it is.
We
It's just.
we going back into being enslaved by Maya.
You know, but the thing is, Maya don't have no name though. You know, Maya don't have no name, and there is no one to be enslaved. You know, so that's the thing. So the whole idea of a Maya is enslaving itself, and everybody who's a part of this thing, you know, gonna consider
Yeah,
themselves Maya. But if you're outside of the bubble peeking in, and when you peek in, you see this body. When the body die, you go back outside of the bubble.
yeah. But while you in it, it's like we steady trying to be the body.
Because that's all you know. That's all you see.
Yeah,
The only time you're outside of it is when you go to sleep and you go back to the dream.
What do we really try to do though? Like when we say try, what do we even mean? Because I
We
just be
we
doing
just
stuff.
using language. We ain't trying to do shit. We just use.
yeah.
We
We're just
didn't.
using
We
the
didn't
language.
make it up. We didn't make this up. It's just the word that my mind chose to use was try. But you thinking. So the question is, who's thinking?
Yeah, who's
Who's
thinking?
asking?
That's facts. Because I don't know where these thoughts come from. They just come to
Right.
me like lilies on the waterfall.
Which is weird though, cryo, because that's what starts to happen. You become like almost like the observer of what the body is just doing.
Right. So we kind of like playing this big game. You know what I mean? Some people know the mechanisms of it. And then there's this thing trying to not let certain people who know it expose it. You know what I mean? Every time you say it, you know, it come out wrong, but it's you. This is just how you wrote the script or whatever. You know, this whole thing that's happening is like a trick that's being played on us, you know, because if you're not here, that means everything in our radius is being placed there as we go. But we can't see the placements, who's placing it there, you know, because ain't nothing really moving. You know, so it's all like a mind trick. It's, you know, it's just this something, this being who's in charge of the hue world, human. You know what I mean? These little creatures, they got the upper hand.
We on StreamYard, Mark. We on StreamYard. So you just click that link right there and it'll bring you to StreamYard. We ain't on Discord. I got locked out of Discord and I ain't had the time to get back in.
Password, huh?
Yeah, but no, you know you be always on point, Sun Tzu.
So the shit is there is no other point.
This
There is no point. So anything you say is it. It's just that they don't expect our who's there anyway. The me, I didn't expect myself to say this right now. So a part of me is not don't want it to come out because I know I ain't talking to nobody and ain't nobody listening. This just really something trying to speed up the system to make the point be known like, hey, everybody, you already dead, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's like this everything that's said, if you repeat it in your head, you realize it points back to being dead. You know, as no matter the simplest thing, if you sit down and you do the math, every single thing you look at is that. And what's death? That's what you are. That's what this body is. The thing that's alive is what's catching up, you know, is what's realizing, oh shit, I'm tethered to the body. So what
yeah,
death look like, go look inside of the mirror. That's death. You know,
right there.
too. That's
Life life is life is the reflection of death. What's up, Mark?
What's going on, man?
Oh, same old, same old. How you doing, bro?
Good, good. I was just listening to y'all talking about the ego because I was meditating on that just earlier before I got up, and like I don't know, I just got a question like, do we do is the ego gonna always be there, right? As long as we physical Earth. So it's like, do we try to perfect the ego in a way where it works with the spirit, or it's always just about letting it go?
I would question the thought, like, all right, what am I asking myself? Why am I asking this question? All right, so I'm gonna ask you why you asked that question, just so that you could know. And if you know, do you think you found a destination? Will it stop right there? Or are you gonna find something else to ask? You know, But pretty much you can't touch anything. So everything you try to touch or figure out is just leading you deeper in the puddle. Because the whole point when you so-called awaken, now it's time to not know. So right now you're trying to know, but once you know, you realize, oh shit, I need to not know this. So what you notice is just this, bro. You're just in this flux. You're just in this shit where you ain't gotta ask questions. You just gotta recognize that you're within language. So anything you're asking, the only thing that could come out of it is something that's already calculated. So you don't want to be a part of the calculation if you already are, because all you could do is pinpoint your own exit point when you do that. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
you right now you think you need more time, so you don't need to be trying to figure out shit. You need to just sit down and just enjoy this apparent time, because as soon as you figure it out, you realize there is no time. So no need for the questions. You just find something good to do with the apparent life and just do it. Just chill out. No more need to be seeking and because it ain't what we think. We just playing a trick. I could tell you whatever and play a game, but I'm just telling you exactly what it is.
Yo,
But
listen,
some
there's no really black and white though in the between the ego. Like the ego is vast layers of stuff, right? So at one angle of it, people are afraid to not have control. So motherfuckers who could let go and you don't need to control stuff, you could go breeze through things and things could happen to you, and you don't have any ego with it. Someone step on your shoes, you're not gonna kill them or whatever. You could your ego is not in the way of when you're traveling. You go somewhere where you can't stand straight, or you can't. You're floating through space, or you looks like you're going through crashing through stuff. You have to just breathe through it and crash through stuff or whatever it is that's happening. You could get let go. So the ultimate extreme of no ego is that you could walk through fire, burn, turn to nothingness, and just keep floating through stuff and not care, and just not even care, and just keep it moving because you don't have no ego. You just float around through life, and you're just like a camera that sees and not care, and you just keep floating. But ego is pulling your hand away from the fire, being like just being the self, being more like grounded to having this thought process, you know what I mean? And there's ways of having too much of it or too little of it. And then people who it's like like a volume, bass and treble of people who walk around through life and they have a little too much of this spice, a little too much of that, a little too much seasoning of this, and they walking around, they're just chaos, and they just walk around and nobody want to be around them because they're their own enemy and all this other shit. They have too much ego, too much shit. But then there's some people who have let it all the way go. They walking around barefooted and they don't care about nothing. They stinking, armpits stinking, and they don't care about what anybody says because their egos are, they don't care. And so it's like you find
what's up,
what's
boy?
comfortable, you good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Do you think the ego can be whatever you feel like the ego is at times? Because you'll have the thought of getting rid of it. You'll have the thought of making it stronger,
So
and it's
true.
like,
What's the ego?
man, half the time I go, I don't know what the hell the ego is.
They'll be using that as a shield
So,
word to ask
so
Yeah,
a
question.
shield word like, what
Even
is
all
it?
these,
What does it mean?
even
yeah.
all these answering this guy's question, but we can't answer what's the ego. You know what I mean? So that's why I told him the truth of the situation.
Yeah,
So,
it's that mechanism that saves you from different things that you think is
Yo,
attacking you.
it's an intricate part of the human.
okay. So hold up. So the ego is the mechanism that saves you from the thing that's attacking you, is what you said, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So attacking who?
you like if you getting burned, the ego say, pull your hand back.
All right. So what's getting burned though?
The body.
Okay. So what's the ego?
It's identity to form. Like,
Yeah. So identity to the form. So who's identifying the form? Like what's the
The
sense?
awareness.
Hmm?
The awareness.
Yeah. So the awareness. And now we're talking. So the body the awareness, or the awareness is something separate, or it's all
Yeah,
this one?
separate.
Too deep of a damn question to answer that one.
Yeah, what's name said, but the body and personality are not
A
real.
tiny microorganism
Exactly.
like a
So
parasite
that,
could control, give you a thought process, or get in the way of
real.
where the ego at. Where is it? Is it behind the parasite? Is it where is it at?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
The
Where is it?
so how
you
about
try,
when ego push you through fear?
say that again.
When the ego, can you build a form, a identity to push your awareness through fear? Because sometimes, for instance,
I
sometimes
mean, this body you got is the one you built to do exactly that. So if you're asking if you're gonna build a new one, that's I guess you gonna be able to tell me, because that's how you got this body right now. Because
But you,
you pushed through fear. You was a blob one time.
mhm.
That shit didn't feel good. Like so,
hey, don't you think that's what we do constantly? Like we're always like kind of changing. Like our
yeah.
body, like even with our skin cells dying over and over again. That's what our ideas and our thoughts actually do.
So no, your world is changing, meaning shit is moving. Apparently, you know what I mean. You ain't even there, but when you look in the mirror, you keep seeing changes, or you wake up and you feel something. But the first thing you need to wake up and tell yourself is, this motherfucker that just got up ain't even me. So the pain don't need to show up to fool somebody that ain't even there. You understand what I'm saying? It's just playing a trick on you. It's just aging you, making you think, oh yeah, I'm 80 now, I'm gonna die, blah blah. That motherfucker ain't you. So you force the bitch to be a subject and get younger, if anything. You know what I mean? Because they realize this motherfucker ain't falling for this illusion no more. Holy fuck, what I'm gonna do? He ain't even trying to kill himself. You know what I mean? So it's like you turn it around. So y'all trying to figure something out when you need to recognize that you have been figured out so much that you've been hijacked. Now you're running a ship called a human body, and something that don't. So that's just what it is.
Yeah. So, Mark, what do you believe the ego to be?
But I mean, for me, when after I'm having this conversation, I'm thinking about in terms of when I astral travel. Because sometimes I have some moments when I leave my body and I'm not scared at all, and then sometimes I leave and I be like, where did this spirit come from? Why can't I, push through and go farther?
Hello.
And then sometimes I have to like use my imagination and think that I'm something else in order for me to feel fearless. So now I'm thinking like, well, if that's the case, can I do that when I'm in the body?
Yeah.
You're doing it naturally, man. But it's just
Yeah.
significant to you right here, because over there you see so much bright lights and you're not seeing the bright lights here. So you're not referring to it the same way. You probably call it something else. Mhm.
I think don't you think that's the adventure? That's
Yeah.
the adventure that like kind of never stops, is the leaving here and going somewhere else. It's almost like I'll be feeling like, we don't be wanting to be here, even though we here right now. It's like
Nah,
this is a place.
remember, you don't have a choice.
Yo, sometimes the weird stuff is that you don't leave here.
You ain't
There's
yeah.
more stuff here that we don't see. That is always here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a break. For me, it's like more of it's just having a break just to kind of reset. Like, okay, don't get caught up in all this worldly stuff, because it'll take I'm saying, it mess your heart sometimes. Let some stuff go and get back to like realizing who you actually are. And
Give
me
us,
leaving my body sometimes get me back to that baseline.
give us an example of one of those worldly stuff that you gotta let go.
Yep. Job, god darn,
So hold up. So you said job, right?
yeah.
All right. So if you let go of the job, you're going to let go of your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you let go of your home, what going to happen after that?
See, gonna let go of the car.
You know, the,
What?
Hey, hey, when you said you let go of the job, I was thinking of all kind of shit. You gonna let go of the phone, you gonna let go of electricity, you gonna let go of so much shit.
all right. All right, hold up. So, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, all of that is true, right? This is the part that you're not gonna believe, or this is the hard part about it. That's gonna be the challenge, but we can't do because we just don't. Most people don't in them. When you do let go of the whole shit, completely give it up and drop the ball, I'm like, all right, I lost. You just
Mm,
won. You feel me? Then, once you can hold that down and find peace with that, everything else comes in. Every fucking thing you've been dreaming of. But who could do that? Who could be such, who could take such a risk, because everybody caught up in people. You feel me? Everybody trying to impress men or women or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can't fail. It's set up that way for you to have even people. No, you don't. No, there's a thing called failure, I should say. There is no such thing. This is just a challenge. Some place to challenge the self, if that's a thing. So that if you ain't challenging yourself, all you're gonna be doing is sitting down in your casket. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
the kind of that's how you upgrade this thing that you are, if you are anything. With certain challenges, the main challenge is not to be fooled. You can't live a lie. You can't wake up and believe there's a thing called money that's a medium of exchange. There's no such thing as a job or blah, blah. But the system that you're in, that's what it is. But that's not what it really is.
Yeah.
But we live in the fake one. So this is just why we have a fake outcome, and we're trying to figure out how comes. you know,
Yeah.
It's
'cause-
kind of it's. I think it get kind of dope when you just like kind of let the body do what the fuck it do.
yeah,
Sometimes,
let
like
it flow.
not out of control, do what it do, but like let that motherfucker go to work. You feel me? Let it eat
Are you
what it
for that?
want to sometimes.
I
Like
accept it.
when you just let it do it, it just like kind of just does it, and you have a free mind. Like now, when my body goes to work, my mind be all the way somewhere else. It don't even be at work with the
Mm-hmm.
body.
That's where it need to be. Whatever comes up, whenever you drop everything, if another job comes up, like for example, you True, when you decided to drop the first job you was doing, right? You be
Yeah.
like, all right, fuck this shit. What came up was exactly what you needed to be right here, right now, have this exact conversation. So
No,
it's not
exactly.
it's not that you're going to drop everything and now the new thing is to control not having anything. No, it's like you hit the reset button because you're beyond this whole thing. So you're kind of like just knowing that you got to go in there knowing that, nigga, what? I start at zero every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every day.
Like that
Every
ain't
day.
done. And then you
I
just,
was I was just telling them yesterday. I said, my year is almost here.
yeah.
You feel me? That's all I'm giving you is a year. So I like a couple months left. I'm on to the next, bro. You feel me? Like I like to sit here and be behind the computer so we can have these talks all the time.
Mm,
Like I go out there, it'd be, like I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. Like I ain't gonna I like it. I like it, but at the same time, it's just, it's just another position that my body is playing within this thing, within the story. It's just becoming that story, playing that story for the time being, and then it's gonna switch up to another story because it's gonna get tired of that one fast.
yeah, but the main word you're saying is story. So the characters in the story isn't in no story. So that's why I'm saying, we are all right, so that's what I'm saying. And you drop everything, it goes back to no story, no character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's like I think that's part of the story too, also though. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
there
feel
is
like
no
it's
story. That's the thing. Yeah, everything is a part of the story. Every single word, language is a part of the story. You understand? So yeah, that is a part of the story, but there is no story. This is not. But
Man.
we used to stories because we got read stories as babies. You feel me? So we have this
Yeah.
those stories that made us start imagining, dreaming. When you look at the paper with the writing on it, it was just paper with some scribbly things, but the mind turned it into something else. You know?
Now the paper says Benjamin,
Yeah.
Jeff. You know what I'm saying? I says Jackson. And, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the Grant.
And
But
all the things.
Grants.
But don't like this is the thing though, right? Because everybody always say, yeah, like I even hear conscious people say that money is an energy within this reality right now.
Mm,
And like that, it kind of throws me off because to me, I don't feel that way.
mm,
I feel like we made it that. We did. We came together and we made it that. So
Yeah.
now we made ourselves feel like we have to work for it because we always trying to outdo somebody else, be richer than somebody else, or always trying to have something. It's almost like the things that we create, we charge each other for now.
yeah.
You got to unsubscribe from certain things like caring about stuff so much, but at the end of the day, you got to play the Monopoly game. So what you do is you stack up and not care about it. Like, you feel me? Other people around me care more about paper than me, and I got a couple bands in my. You feel me? I got a couple bands sitting in my wallet doing nothing, but I don't give a fuck about that money. I act like I don't got nothing. I don't got no paper. I don't care about that paper. That paper just gonna keep stacking until I got paper to go get some land and property and invest in some coins or something. Flip this oil.
Yeah.
Something.
Which is trippy because like the land used to be free. It ain't no more.
Yeah, because stories are being told.
Yeah.
Or
I said everything costs right now. I said you can't even die for free. Die for
but
free.
true. When you get to the source of it, let's just say everything is already free.
Yeah.
And because it's just you. It's just the mystery that's going on is how you trying to figure out how it's just you. You know what I mean? So that everything could be free.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, but it's not even crazy at all because what I'm saying is we're still trying to get a piece of the pie within the mind. You understand?
Hard blessed. Yeah, because I think that's the part that I've been like kind of questioning myself about every day. It's like, okay, if it's all me, how come I don't have the control that I feel like that I want? And then other times I see it and I go, well, I do have control. It's
But
just the control that I have and that I built over time is this right here.
if it's all you, you didn't invent the battle that you're playing with yourself. You understand? So the control that you're looking for, you didn't come up with that idea. So when you realize it's all you, that thing won't be an issue. It won't be a thing. You're talking about somebody else's idea right now that we adapted in
But
kind of
I would
language.
say this though. So
Else.
I had an experience where I was shown like how our thoughts literally create something happening in our reality, and it could be a thought like from like 2 months ago,
On it, dang, John.
but that thought could lead up to something significant like 2 months later. No,
Because there is no time. 2 months later only exists, within whatever you looking at. That when the light go out and the light come back, the light go out. But it's the same shit. You're still right there.
yeah,
So it could appear anytime. So you can't connect anything to time. Again, we're talking about a story. So we're trying to connect the dots when there is no dots. So it's a tricky game. So you can't be hard on yourself. You could play the game, but just don't blame yourself. Don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah, you got it. But if you create the dots, wouldn't there be dots? Because you made them.
Yeah.
And you said you had to connect them.
So
And you connected them the way that you wanted to connect them.
right. So where's these dots going? If you still got questions, you should be seeing something.
yeah.
So you might as well keep it black and white and call it polka dot and eat mushroom chocolates, and you ain't got to worry about no missing spots.
But you go on. Hey,
But I was
Go ahead, Mark.
gonna say like, so when they showed me that experience though, and then I have experience where I'm in a say a lucid dream that seemed like super real, all this stuff, and then I wake up and be like, oh man, I'm creating all this. But it's like in those subtle realms, it's like your thoughts create so fast that it's creating and building off itself faster than you can even recognize. So it's like, could we be doing that here too?
But
But
it's slower
it's
speed.
I don't know, it's just happening slower but faster at the same. I don't know, but
Do you think, well, in your when you be lucid dreaming, do you have control of the whole dream?
depending on how aware you are.
I think we do have control of the whole dream because when you think about it, in the dream, everything that's in the dream is actually you
Yeah, yeah.
because it's happening within your mind. So it's like you have full control of the whole dream. It's just like here though, you don't understand that you have that control because a lot of times, like when I'm dreaming, I'm seeing all these things and like I just go along with the dream. I don't even try to control the dream. Like I know what's happening, I know it's a dream and all that, but I don't even try to control it. Just like here, it's like, it's like I try, but I don't. I
Because
just
you
let
don't
it
know
happen as it's going and see what's gonna happen.
when you really wake up in the dream, you'll know because you can't go to the dealership tomorrow because it's your dream, your everything, and say, all right, I can't do it because I'm here saying it's
Let
my
me see.
everything and get a brand new Mercedes. You feel me? But
Yeah,
if I wake up within, in the right fucking state of mind or spot in the dream where it get lucid, yeah, I can do that because it's multidimensionally happening all at one time. This is just the one we in. We in the limited you right now. The you that's trying to climb out of the hole right now to figure out how come everything is free already. You can't just get up. Now if you go, you get locked up, right? You just locked yourself up in prison. Why did you lock yourself up? Because you're still dreaming.
yeah, because you're still dreaming.
You're
Like
still
So
okay, you sleep.
Jonah Jonah said, Soul Journey, he said the palace of God has many rooms, realms. This place is the child had a bad dream and made all this confusion. Awareness is fundamental source. Unlimited. Literally, I was shown it.
everything true.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Come in and talk about it. Hey, when y'all see me posting the stream yard, that's so you know, because a lot of people be having a lot to say. Come in, you come in and talk. It's open to everybody. All right. I'm just letting everybody know. What's up, piano? But yeah, I don't know, bro. And I always feel like I ain't gonna lie, Sunzu. I just feel like we the formless just taking all these different forms just to keep having all these different experiences.
I mean, we already know that, but obviously we're still looking for something. We're looking for some type of meaning behind that.
What?
We're trying to figure out something else.
That's the scary thing about it a little bit,
Reassure.
tad bit, because I think I came to that conclusion too. Like we're just like
The formless taking on form.
it's, but it's like so you just formless forever,
Yeah.
and
So
then
the body that you're claiming in the mirror is not you. It's just making the idea of your movements that you think you're creating, and you doing the same thing as well because you want to be the body. You feel me?
Yeah.
So both of you
So
playing the same game.
yeah, and the mind is just taking all the
Yeah.
shapes. It's taking the shape of the ego. It's taking the shape of awareness. It's taking the shape of the form of the person that's in the job. It's taking the shape of you being the form of a son or you being the form of a father. It's taking all these different shapes and it's just becoming them
Believe,
over and over again.
believing and believing and believing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's never ending because that's the journey. That's the journey of the body is taking these different forms, being a father turning into a grandfather. You know, it starts as all the way from an adolescent to a teen to a to a parent to it's taking all these different forms, and as it's doing it, you're being it, even though it's not you, because this is what life does. This is the path of life. This is what life does. But we being the formless, each form we go into, we make it us. We become it. And and it's crazy because each form has a story behind it. If you notice, think about that though. Each form has a story behind it. Because if it didn't, then you wouldn't know how to act when it came upon you. Like that's why you you act out being a father. You like when you get in the relationship, you act out being the boyfriend or being the girlfriend because it already has a story behind it.
A story. Base story.
I think I told my brother one day, I was like,
"What's up, Pirelli?"
I know we live in a script. Like everything, us being,
"What's up, Nigel?"
and stuff is already kind of like somewhat pre-recorded or something. I don't know, but every like if I could look at a movie and a character in the movie can say and do the exact same thing somebody did in real life based on their state of mind. So I'm like, well, dang, all we doing is just traveling through different states of mind and then just acting them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's weird though too is like if you notice a lot of the movies or the ones that we watch, we always see ourselves within that movie somewhere. One of the characters will be just like us, or like you said, it'll be like somebody we know.
But it started off with us as kids watching movies, wanting to be the best character, though.
Yes, yeah.
We kind of continued with
it. Which is weird, bro.
Definitely was brainwashed into saving the girl. That was like the hero's journey of everything. Mario playing a video game for Mario, or all the video games for Mario.
So they built the pool that you swim in without under conditioning. You know, you're in an ocean, but they gave you a pool.
Which is weird though, because it make you think about, like we said, like we talked about this earlier, like you have high expectations within every story you're playing. So if you're playing the relationship story, you got high expectations of the love relationship. You feel me? You want to get the house with the white picket fence, get married, have kids, and and live this white lie that is just like it's really an illusion. Because then when it doesn't happen, you feel like it didn't work. You feel like everything went wrong. Like that's the weird thing.
Or if it do work, it's never what you thought. You know what I'm saying? It's not satisfying.
The craziest shit it could do is it could kill you too. Yeah, because it'll make it.
That's a good thing. Twitty Pie Baby said, "Why does it matter though?"
Why does what matter?
Any of it.
Well, it matters because the appearance is this. When Tweety Pie go in front of the mirror, she sees something called Tweety Pie, and that's what matter is. It matters. You feel me?
Nigel say
the thoughts become matter.
Yeah, it matters. I think it matters to you. Oh, and then they said, "Why is existence so bored though?" Because you make it bored.
They just figuring out that what they thought, everything they thought was a lie. So once they accept that, they get excited again. It's boring because you live in a lie. Because you're living within the mind. It's boring because you ain't even here.
Yeah, then when you actually begin to see that, then dang, it do make you change the way you look at things. And you can see everybody just living that lie. But everybody okay with the lie. That's the thing. Everybody's okay with the lie. It's like the Matrix, the lie within the lie within the lie.
Until they not.
Yeah. But everybody's okay with that. Like when you go out today, we can go out today and watch everybody living in the lie, and they're fine with it.
Something changed, bro. Everybody not everybody, but something changed within the ear where it seems that it would appear to me, at least, that they asking questions now. Like,
Yeah,
something seems.
yeah, because the person that's living within the lie, that truth within you begins to speak with that truth that's in them,
Yeah.
and it make you both get on that same accord.
Yep.
But before then, you feel me? They serving dishes. They
Mm.
they living the lie to the fullest.
Until you come around with your fucking true bullshit, and then they on some shit like, yo, hold up,
Yeah,
shouldn't be
yeah,
watching this.
man. I'm like I see it all the time because like a person to be living the lie, be caught up in it, just being it, and then you get to talk. You get to talking with that person, and then that truth that's within both of us, we see it, and then they begin to give you examples of things that happened to them that was outside of the lie they was living. And it's like, damn, you feel me? We all got it. We just, we just like to be trapped in the lie because it seems better. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah,
And
when they start
Argentina,
waking
Trump
up,
is
to the truth, I just point them in the direction of reptilians and shit, and then they go back to watching the
exactly true. Hey, I don't. These days, I'm not gonna lie. Like I love to talk to people, but it's like to the point to where like once I talk to one person, bro, it becomes an hour-long conversation. Like every time. Like we'll get deep into just talking about this stuff and different things and life things. And it's like, it's like somebody said out there, you realize you are the creator. They realize they are the creator. And you both see the creator within each other. And it's like, damn, you feel me? Like, okay, what the fuck am I doing here then? You feel me? Like I'm a
Where else you
bus
gonna
driver.
be in?
Yeah, it's like maybe this was part of the story. When did I write this in the script? I'm look. This is the thing, though, right? I feel like life already played out, Sun Tzu. It already happened. Like the story, because all the stories they already happened.
See, that's what we say when we run out of words to describe it, you know. But we know it's beyond it. I ain't gotta tell you that.
Yeah,
When we run out of words, the thing that's unconscious just says that because it knows its script is written, and every
yeah.
script. But what about when the story ends? As I said, the script is a part of the story or the movie,
The,
whatever,
the
But
story
that
never ends.
story is a droplet in the ocean. So what else exists beyond stories is what I'm saying. Fuck a story.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Look,
I mean,
it was like when I was on the mushrooms the time and I seen the dude and he had the TV playing and it was like, the story of life on TV and he said once I hit play, it was over.
bro,
You can't
that
tell
this
the movie that it's a
story
movie.
is exactly how they enslave people and do all that shit with stories. And
Yeah, but the
they
story
call it rock them to sleep.
the story is the one thing that never ends though because we pass it on.
Because it's infinite. Yeah, yo, you just keep telling stories as long as it sound good. The baby gonna listen to it.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna keep living the story
And if
over and
you
over and
the
over and
story, you're
over
gonna
again.
forever be a baby. If you live in a story, you're forever a baby. Because outside of the story, there is no story. The story is made up.
Oh,
Baby.
Twitty said, "Well, so what's the point of keep coming here if there is more outside of here? The point of keep coming here is because every time is gonna be different. Every time to you, to the individual.
But do that go for the same thing on these different realms, or the different realms like that's above or below Earth, so to speak? Are they constantly changing and people coming in and out of those again and again to have different experiences?
I
Well,
think it's I think it's the same.
well,
I think
I've
it's
been
the same. The ones that's there, like even when you think of the God realms of where they reside, like it's constantly moving, it's constantly changing, it's constantly an in and out thing. I don't even think it's a forever thing. It's
If we
just
get
right now.
yeah, if we get the idea of people and the love for just this idea of being hidden in a group of people outside of our minds, then the realms and all of that type of stuff, which is including other beings and stemming from the idea of people, you'll get the point of life, which will diffuse the whole want for a reincarnation. You know what I mean? Because you recognize, hold up, something's trying to tell me to rest in peace.
Yeah, but like, okay, Sun Tzu, like I understand that aspect of it too, but when you are the everything, you're experiencing this thing in every which way. So you're the nothingness while being the something.
Yeah, with no effort though.
With no effort.
But this is effort, is what I'm saying. This thing here, being thinking that this is real, is effort, and this gas is fuel for something else.
Yeah.
You're not seeing, yeah.
And like it's weird because that thing is being everything and nothing at one time at the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something that's like with everybody being here and everything being here, living a tree. So there's something that's getting I don't know, something out of all this happening in that one time.
All right, so YouTube,
It's almost
right?
like it's different levels to reality.
YouTube
Yeah.
gets something out of you, true, having a channel hosting us few that's in this shit right now talking. So you got to think, what does YouTube get out of this, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, what YouTube get out of it?
Man, they get people to come here and help create it
And why they want people to come here and help create YouTube?
because it keeps YouTube alive.
And why YouTube want to be alive?
Because nothing wants to die.
So it's trying to remain current through currency.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's what
electric.
yeah, I feel like that about anything that exists, like even the gods. If one day everybody woke up and said,
Bro,
okay, we're not
no
gonna believe
even
it.
the nothing is us right here, right now. That's
Yeah, right now.
So all we got to do is channel why the fuck we even having this conversation and keep it focused right here.
Right here, we can destroy everything. Everything.
Yeah.
But everything wants to live within people.
You see, that's the thing, and that's why with females they put the butt behind their back for the males to focus there. You feel me? So they gonna always be a butt.
You said, what about
the butt that I choose to focus on is the female butt. I don't give a fuck about no other butts.
Yeah. Somebody said, Sweet said, what about the archons who want us to reincarnate? Are we them too?
The archons, my puppets. How about that?
Yeah.
You got to figure that part out first. So if you listen to the basic part of what we're trying to say, then if it's only one thing here, what's the archon and what's a human? What's a dog? What's a cat?
Same thing.
Right. So we have different hands everywhere. And there is no we. So what's appearing here?
Just life. I think it's just life experiencing itself in every which way.
So that's it. So they go to
which way possible.
Get the fuck. Tell them to change from the chair to the archon. What do you think the chair is? What type of energy is holding it there?
Yeah. But I think in those certain aspects are aspects of life that we don't want to be. We want to feel like we're detached from them.
Yeah. Because it's not going to look good for in the dream. It's going to look too ugly. It's going to look like something else. And it won't be what it seems no more.
Yeah. which is crazy. But I got to get out of here, y'all, because I got to go to work in a minute.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I got to go to work. You feel?
Brother.
The body got to go to work, not me. I'm staying home.
Hey, True. When you hopping on live again?
I don't know. Like through the week, I'm gonna do early lives. Monday through Wednesday, and then on Friday and Thursday and Friday, I'm gonna do like late at like 9:30. But I'll be back tomorrow at the same time as I was today.
So Wednesday, Saturday, same time tomorrow. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, my like I've been spending my weekends with the family, so you know. So yeah, it'll be like that.
Cruise control.
Peace.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming in and talking, bro. You too, Sun Tzu. You always
man,
a naturalist. Everybody is. It gets better as we go. And thank everybody out there. And like I said, when you see it open, when you see me go live and the video with the other video we watching in the beginning is over, it's open for anybody to come in. It's just not, you feel me? He said, don't leave. At least say you'll be right back. No, I gotta go. I got stuff to do, man. I got stuff to do, but we'll be right back tomorrow. Don't worry about it. You feel me? We'll be back. But all right, Sun Tzu, Mark, Jesse, thank y'all for stopping in. And thank everybody for tuning in. And like I said again, I always say this, because a lot of y'all be having a lot to say, and we always have some interesting conversations going on, and then like a lot of y'all be out there saying things. It's like coming to the chat so we can talk about that thing. You feel me? So you can better elaborate on what you're saying and we can talk about it. I think that'd be like the dopest part, is to leave it open for, anybody that's here on the channel. It's like the chat is this, it's open to everybody. So once I post the link, it's open to anybody that's here. You feel me? If you're trolling, you're just gonna get kicked out. You feel me? We ain't even dealing with that no more. But thanks everybody. And on that note, man, I'm out. I gotta go. Peace, man. Y'all have a good one.